What's up, everyone? It's me, CN.TSUKAIMA, and welcome to CN.Figures. Figures in your house. And for this tour review, we're going to look at the Diamond Select Kingdom Hearts Action Figures 2-pack, Sora and Sark. Inside the package, you can see the figures inside, and they look very good. And right there in the bottom, there's the name of the game, Kingdom Hearts, and there's the names of the characters. And we see the name of the game right here in the top, and also in this side. And there's nothing in the top side, or this side, or in the bottom side. But on the back side, we get a picture of the both figures. And again, we see Kingdom Hearts. And there's two more in the set that you guys can collect. Alright, so enough chatting. Let's take them out. Here are the figures out of their box, and their paint apps are very unique. And these characters are based from the Kingdom Hearts 2 game, and I love that game so much. And I think they've done a pretty good job on this Sora because it has really nice detail, but also this guy. Okay, now let's get on with the accessory that this set comes with. And this Sora comes with this Keyblade, and this looks amazing. I love the design on this piece, and especially the colors it has. Like right here in the top, I love this nice color blue. It looks all clean. And both sides has the exact same detail with a little bit of purple in the middle, all sculpted, and with some silver in the inside. And we get more blue color here in the middle with some gray, and we get the exact same detail in both sides. And right here in the bottom, it has some little bit of purple, and it's all sculpted with the gray color. And we get more silver color in the middle right here, and it has some blue colors in each side around, and they're all sculpted. And we get a little bit of purple right here in the bottom. Look at that, it's very good. And we get a little bit of blue here in this tip. But they should at least added a wire in the inside so you can bend it. But no, it doesn't even bend. But this Keyblade, I love it a lot. Okay, now let's get back with the figures. And here's Sora again. I'm going to start with him first because he's the main character in the game. And this version of Sora came out very good. And we get some unique paint apps, like some nice clean blue with some gray and black. Like black color on his pants, on his legs, the shoes, on his arms, and also on the torso. And we get some sculpting here, and also here in each shoulder around. And also around the elbow, and also in the wrist. And I think his cyber gloves came out very good because look, all the fingers are sculpted very great, and we get some little bit of detail in the back side in each hand, and around the knuckles and the fingers has some little bit of blue. That looks very nice. But on the fingers, I think they added a little bit of dark color gray because it looks different. But either way, the fingers came out very good. I like it. And we get some light colored gray right here in each wrist. And the back side in each one has some unique design here. I like that. Man, they put a bunch of blue color all around this figure. Okay, now let's get on with his head sculpt. But first, let me zoom in so I can get you guys a better look. There we go. And I don't know why they always add this signature smile in every Sora figure. As for me, that this part doesn't look good on this version, but the nose is sculpted very good. And we get some nice white color on his skin. And right there on his chin has a little bit of blue color. You can see his eyes on his face. And they put a bunch of work on the head sculpt here because you can see his spiky hair in the bottom and also in the back in each side of the head. And I think they added some dark colored gray around it, and you can see his ears in both sides. And we get more dark color here in the top of his head with some blue and a little bit of white color all around. And I really like they added this part on the front side of his head. But look in the back side, I love they added these pieces. And we get more nice colored blue and looks so clean. And we get more white color here in the back side of his head. And we get more blue here. I love the sculpting on the round and the back side of his neck. But look, right here, this part has dark color gray. Right here, I think it's white. And right here is kind of lighter. And either way, each part has more blue color, and also in the back side of the waist and also in the front. This is very great. I think I'm gonna keep this Sora because it has a bunch of unique design all around this figure. I don't want to say that it has bunch of blue, bunch of gray, and bunch of black. It's that this version of Sora is fantastic. I really like how he looks. Okay, let's get on with his pants here. And his pants is kind of different than the Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. Cause you see it has a bunch of sculpting, but right here it doesn't. It feels kind of smooth. And I can feel more sculpting here where it's the blue color line. And around the elbow, we get a little bit of gray and has more lines all around it, like even in the back. I love the design here in the back side of his pants and also in the front side. And around the legs, like where the black color has a little bit of blue color line. And also on the shoes, well, in the top here, they're not sculpted, only right here around the ankle. And we get more light color here and also here in the bottom. And well, there's really not a lot in the bottom. We only get this little bit detail, but it's also sculpted. And there's really nothing in the back side in each ankle. Oh, I forgot to show you this, that right there in his pants, we get more blue colored parts, and it's also sculpted. In the inside of each glove, you can see more sculpting around the backside of the fingers, and we get more blue color line in the inside of his gloves, and more blue color around where the biceps, and we get more good design here around the waist, and also here in the bottom around the middle. Now let's get on with his articulation. You can move his head side to side, a complete rotation. He can look down. He doesn't look up, just straight. He has a bond joint, and his hair is kind of spiky. Oh, and we get more sculpting around his neck and more detail around his throat and also here on the shoulders. You can only open his arms this much. Complete rotation in each arm. He does has no, oh, never mind. He does have some bicep swivel, but no double jointed around the elbow. And you cannot even move it. But he does have some wrist articulation, but no pivot. Let me see around the torso. Nope. No torso articulation, but he has some waist articulation. You can open his legs this much. Wow. He can kick a lot in the front and also in the back. But you cannot bend his knees. We don't get any knee articulation. But you get some ankle articulation. And here starts again. And this guy is not that bad. I really love his red paint apps. That looks very good. And each shoulder around the arms, we get a little bit of detail. And also here around the wrist. And these parts are sculpted where it's the red color line, but not here in the backside. And this is a very unique figure here. And we get more sculpting around the elbows, on the waist, torso, on the legs, around the knees, and also on the bottom of his legs. Let me see in the backside. Whoa! Take a good look on the backside of the bad guy. This is very great. You can see the disc. It has a bunch of red color in the middle where the little circle, and also here. And it's all sculpted, but only in this part of the color red, but not here in the back. And there's more sculpting on the back side of this guy, and also on the legs, on the waist, and also here on the bottom of his legs, but nothing here in the back of his knees. Wow, they put a bunch of unique design on this bad guy. And this guy shares the exact same body mold, just like the Tron figure that I reviewed a couple of years ago. But the only difference is the color, the design, and also the head sculpt. Okay, let's get on with the head sculpt first. They done a number on his face sculpt. And we get a little bit of wrinkles in the front side. The nose is sculpted very hard. You can see the lips. But they should at least added this part on this Sora, because I'm getting tired seeing that figure. Well, every figure that has that type of smile. So maybe in the next Sora version, I hope they added some lips. And the eyes are not that bad. And I can feel a little bit sculpting, but it has no eyebrows. But it does have some wrinkles, just a little bit. In the top right here around the forehead, we get this piece, and it's so sculpted. In this part of this figure, it looks very good. And we get more red color. In each side of the head, we get a little circle red. And all around it is so sculpted. And same thing here on the chin. But I think right here is dark color red, and the rest is lighter. I'm not sure. But the head is very great. I love it a lot. His fingers came out kind of weird. Look at it. Well, at least I can see his knuckles, and I can see the thumb, and we get some good color in each hand around. But the hands, they don't have some light color like his face. They should have added some light color on his hands, just like he has it on his face. But I'm okay with it. And look at this good detail he has on the bottom of his waist. But I don't know what this V stands for. And tell the truth, guys, I had no idea there was an old movie of Tron, I think around the 70s or the 80s. I'm not sure, because I never saw that one. The only Tron movie that I saw was from the 2010. That's the only one that I saw, but never saw the antique one. Let me know what year that the first movie of Tron came out. Leave it in the comments, okay? I just realized around the waist, on the torso, we get the exact same signature, just like in the top of his head. I don't know what it is. It is a V, but I don't know what it stands for. And there's really not a lot on his legs. Well, the knees has a bunch of sculpting here, whereas the gray parts are. Oh, and we see more V's here on the knee. But I don't know what this means. But these parts are sculpted. And also on the back side of his legs. I just love this nice red color they use. And there's more around the ankles. But there's really not a lot to talk about on his foot in each one. And there's really nothing in the back side of each ankle. In the back in each hand, we get a little bit of detail and more sculpting here in the back around the elbows. And not a lot here in the back. But on the top of his torso, we get a little bit of nice detailed design. Now let's get on with his articulation. And I bet he shares the exact same articulation parts just like Tron. You can move his head side to side, a complete rotation, and whoa. I didn't know you can move these parts. He doesn't look down or up, and he does have a little bit of ball joint. He can look straight, and there's more detail right here in each arm around. You can open his arms this much, a complete rotation. You can bend it around the elbow, but no double jointed, but it has some swivel here. And a little bit of wrist articulation, but no pivot. Oh man, he got stuck. Alright, I bet he has no torso articulation or waist articulation, but you can open his legs this much, just like Tron. Kick a little bit from the front, but not in the back. But we do get some double joint around here in his knees. No leg rotation, but he has some ankle articulation. Comparing size, but first let's see how tall that each figure stands. This guy, he stands just exactly 7 inches tall in Sora. He stands just exactly 6 inches tall. Here they are with my Kingdom Hearts 2 Sora. And you can see that this version of Sora is taller than him. And this guy, he's taller than these two. And here they are with my Tron figure. And you can see that Tron is taller than this Sora. And these two guys, they stand the exact same height. And here they are with my Captain Jack Sparrow. And you can see that Jack Sparrow, that he's taller than this Sora. And he stands a little bit taller than this guy here. And here they are with my favorite Marvel Solad, Thanos. And there you have it, guys. I really love this part of this game, especially when you have the chance to fight this guy when you enter to Tron's world. And these figures, they are very great. I just love their paint apps, especially love that Cyber Keyblade that Sora comes. That is amazing. Okay guys, that's all for today. So thank you for watching today's review. I hope you enjoy it. If you did, leave a like. If you want to share this video, go ahead, be my guest. Comment, but remember, do not leave any offensive comments or saying bad words. If you do that, your comment will be removed from this video. And subscribe to the channel because I'm almost close to 800 subs. So please guys, subscribe right now. And please follow my Facebook page, CN.Figures. Follow me on Twitter and follow me on Instagram. I'll catch you guys on the next video. So take care, be safe, keep on hunting, keep on collecting. This CN.TSUKAIMA and Sora and Sark, and we're out in line.